that does negatively impact the vital few going forward. Alright? So when you do an investigation deal, then we talk about here again about countermeasures and what else is required, alright? So smart, so look, well done. Hi, my name's Michael Clark, I'm the plant manager for Northern Ireland Mail Centre. We deployed information centres just prior to Christmas at the start of December. We deployed Tier 1 information centres in 3 key areas across the 4 shifts. And we also deployed, as you can see here behind me, Tiers 2 and 3 at the start of that. Since the kind of end of March, we've then horizontally expanded the Tier 1 throughout the plant, and that'll be us pretty much in every single area for now going forward.
Thanks, Michael. Michael, what have information centres brought to you and your teams?
So for us, it's definitely improved our performance. So if you actually look at the vital few, Northern Ireland was the worst performing plant in the country, kind of right up to P6, and it was well below everybody else. Since then, we have consistently moved up the league table. If you look now, the latest period that we've got P11, we were 25th for the period, but more so than that, we came off the bottom of the table. With how the information centres have linked with that is around the key focus that is driven on performance, the performance management, and the daily drumbeat of the highest impacting areas, which are impacting our vital few position and our general overall scorecard. I'd say that's probably the biggest thing it's brought.
Great, Michael, thank you. And Michael, how have information centres specifically supported or changed how you lead in the mail centre and how you lead your teams?
So it's changed how I lead by, it definitely drives me to focus more on the areas, as I've said before, which impact the scorecard, but it's also changed my kind of leadership style a bit as well. So as part of the whole information centre process, the senior management team need to carry out go-look-sees with our frontline work area managers, which is something that we've probably not done as much before. So for me, spending time in work areas as a plant manager, coaching work area managers through how they identify their safety, quality and performance defects, and monitoring the C-slip process as well, and ensuring that we get resolutions to a lot of the time long-standing problems that have been in certain work areas and in the plant itself.
Thank you, Michael. I think you're referring there to the leadership action focus as well, around coaching and question and challenge. Yep. Michael, what have you seen change for the better? Have you seen anything change within your shift management team and that sort of a population that maybe haven't been as comfortable, let's just say, or natural with the coaching activity, and especially now with regards the PIM role being removed? Has that changed? Has the shift manager role changed, or their behaviours and actions changed?
So that's probably been the most difficult bit. If I'm being honest, if we didn't have the PIM role in place at the launch of this, I think we'd have found it massive, really difficult to do what we've done in the kind of short time frame that we've done it. So I think that's probably something that will need looked at further with the national rollout, is how can other plants gain that momentum that I had, because we kept this going all the way through Christmas and through peak, we kept the deployment rolling out. We didn't stop doing our tiered escalation, our information boards. They carried on all the way through peak, and I think part of that was through the drive with the plant improvement manager. In terms of the shift managers, the coaching bit has definitely been the hardest, and probably the area where I've seen the skills that we need to develop further with our shift managers. And I've worked in a few plants now and been plant manager in a couple of plants, and I wouldn't say that Northern Ireland shift managers are different from the other places that I've worked. And that coaching skill is probably an area of development that we need to continue. You can tell some of the guys that are more familiar with it, or just naturally have a wee bit more skill level at it, whereas a couple of shift managers require more coaching on coaching. So I think that's probably been the most difficult bit of it, and how we get them to develop into that. And it can be, that has been the most difficult bit.
Okay, great, Michael. Thanks for your honesty there. Michael, what's been the biggest insight or lesson for you in this new way of working? Has anything dramatically, any light bulbs come on, anything dramatically changed for you through this process?
So, the thing I says to Mark Radley when we started this, that me doing the go at seas is probably it's the most valuable 20 minutes, half an hour I'll do all week. I think a lot of the things that as a plant manager I maybe assumed were in place were either not in place or were not to the standard or the robustness that I thought it was. With me going into that kind of real go at sea level using the app, so I've got a structure to it, so I'm not jumping a bit all over the place, it's focused questions. Opened my eyes in a couple of areas around work area managers' capability. I've got to say also, if I take back to the first go at sea I did, if I'm being honest, it was a shocker. It was really, it was sobering actually to see the level where I thought it was compared to where it was. But as we've maintained that and went through it, that same area that had the really poor first kind of go at sea is probably now the standard area of the plant, because I think the new approach with the plant manager coming, the senior management coming to do go at seas with the work area managers drives, almost gives that wee bit of motivation, but also shows exactly what we are looking for as well. So I think it's definitely been an ongoing journey for what we've had to look at.